This video is brought to you by OneLabs. More about them later on. Today, I'm going to try draw something in 10 minutes, then 1 minute, and then 10 seconds. This could either go pretty well, or it cannot. I have my timer and my reference to my side, and with that, let's get started. Starting off with the 10-minute drawing, I'm just beginning with a sort of silhouette of the figure, and after I have done that, I'll move on to some of the more prominent details, such as the hood. And then after I've done that, I'll move on to some of the more fine details. Most of this is pretty much just guesswork, and I'm trying to make it look essentially not terrible. And even though this is the least constraining time, I'm still struggling quite a bit. And over here, I'm just adding the arm in, and then forming the hood a bit more as well. And over here, I'm defining the top portion of the hood. After all the main things are done, I think it makes it relatively easier to correctly place everything else, such as the eyes or some of the details on the hoodie. And then after all that is done as well, I just went over some of the lines in a red pen and added some basic shading as well. Despite this being the longest time I have in this entire video, it still seemed to be going extremely quickly, and I think towards the end I started to panic quite a lot. And with the 10-minute sketch finally done, we can now move on to the 1-minute one. With this one, instead of first doing the main silhouette and then adding things on the inside, I tried to do both at the same time, and you can see how that went. This was even more rough and rushed than the other one, which I guess makes sense, but still felt way quicker than I expected. Here, if my hand wasn't in the way, you would be able to see me adding the little square thing on the hoodie, and the partition between the end of the hoodie and the shirt. And then after that, I drew the other arm and tried to do some last-minute shading. Finally, I did the 10-second version, and you can see for yourself how that went.
What the hell? Oh my God!
Just to make them recognizable, I wrote what they were meant to be underneath. But before we check them out, a quick word from OneLabs. OneLabs is the ultimate pathology lab management system for both hospitals and healthcare professionals. It removes the tedious job of managing a lab by providing fully automated solutions, streamlining your workflow. And with that, we can finally see the results. Be sure to tell me what you think in the comments below, and see you next time.